Hey y'all, happy Monday. So we are already halfway through March, and I think we finished up last week with our Jeremiah 29:11, through 13, those 11, 12, and 13 tiny little verses, which have taken us all of January, all of February, and half of March to get through. But that's how the word is, we don't need to rush through it. So I want to take these next couple of weeks at least, right, before Easter, and dig in a little bit about Jesus and the sacrifice and the difference that the cross and the empty tomb make. We cannot stop at the cross. We are oh so grateful for the cross. But we come out of that empty tomb. So we're gonna do some digging. We're gonna read a lot from Ephesians. I know, not really a typical Easter passage, is it? But we're gonna read from Ephesians, Colossians, Hebrews, and we're gonna start today by reading in Leviticus. Now, I know already we're going to get through this together. Leviticus is not really a book of the Bible that most people start in, because it is literally the book of the law. Laws, rules, regulations. Leviticus has the word Levi in it. Levites were the tribes of Israel. The Levites were the tribe that the priesthood came from. The Levites were the priest. And so when we read in Leviticus, it is rules and how to and why to and all the things required in order to please the Father, worship. Well, he was not known as the Father here. So God was not known as God the Father in the Old Testament. He was the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of Israel. They did not know God as a father. They were the children of Israel, right? Who was Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. But the children of Israel did not know God as Father. Not because he didn't want them to know him as Father, but they could not know him as Father. You think about that. That is a great way to set up where we're going through Easter, in that, we take for granted almost, I think, when we talk about our Father or God the Father. But it was introduced when Jesus said, I'll teach you how to pray. Our Father who art in heaven. What? How do you know God as Father? Because our father is Abraham. And actually, in John 8, the religious leaders get into a pretty heated argument with Jesus about whose father was better. But, in the Jews' mind, their father Abraham was the end all be all. And it was because that they were children and descendants of Abraham that they were God's chosen people and that they were blessed. Well, Jesus comes to teach us our Father. And we will tie those things in. But just in my habit of saying, to worship the Father, in the Old Testament, the Old Covenant did not know God as Father. Oh, but we can know him as Father. Regardless of whether or not you had a good father or a good example of a father here on earth, you can know God, the good Father. And so Leviticus, which is where we're going to start tomorrow, is the book about how to, when not to, in worshiping God and in his laws and rules. And so we will dig into this tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.